$2 and change, but it was like just a standard kind of over-the-counter style tobacco. So big old.
Were you okay me live? Oh no, were you okay me live?
Was hello.
All right, so we're swimming through waters, treading water. Wait, hold on. There's like some there's some yoga involved with this session. So we're swimming and we're treading water and we're just like I can barely breathe. Yeah, no.
Rose, you're flying. You're flying, Rose. You're flying.
I know. I like that. I really like your pipe. I think that's sick, dude. That's a real cool pipe.
I got nicer pipes. However, I mean, a good corncob pipe it doesn't smoke terribly, and it's like $5-8 maybe. And it's good to try some pipe tobaccos that don't cost a lot of money, or even if you buy a really good pipe tobacco, I mean, it's good regardless. Yeah.
Right. That's nice. That's cool. All right.
Pipe tobaccos for me are like having a good craft beer. You like the ones you like, and you treat it, well, at least when you smoke a good pipe or cigar, you treat it just like you would craft beer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't have pipe tobacco, but in Oregon it's legal to smoke marijuana.
In Massachusetts,
you might have to turn that around, bro. Beer man, turn it around.
Oh, what happened?
Your pole. Turn it around.
Oh, what happened? What did I say on it?
Your bowl.
Bowl, BOWL.
180.
Oh,
no, you had it. No.
Like this.
No, stop.
Yep.
You're not smoking. You're not smoking this. You're not smoking the mouthpiece. Yeah, that way. Yeah, that way.
I just
mouthpiece.
I made my teeth all black. All right, here. No, I know. Here,
shank, bowl. This is where the carb would be, but I'm not smoking that. Cheers. If I had a carb. No, there's no smoke out of this.
Oh, that pushed charcoal up on my teeth and my lips. That was funny. I thought it was funny to do that. Anyway,
I keep one of these on ready at all times. A pipe cleaner.
You crazy stoners. You keep what? What did you say?
A pipe cleaner at hands at all times.
Lone Star.
So if you get that, to me, if you get that mouthfeel, and I did it once because you can kind of tell. If you get that mouthfeel, I'll put it into the pipe and I'll try to get rid of that, or I'll try to break it up inside of the pipe shank and then into the mouthpiece before it gets to that point. Good beer.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I hate that charcoal. I know what you're talking about. It's that carbon taste. I don't
like the carbon taste. I like the fresh green or the fresh whatever you're putting on there. You know, whether it be tobacco, cannabis, whatever. I like that fresh taste.
Even in a corncob pipe, I'll take just quickly and then I'll shut up.
In this instance, cannabis.
I'll take my pipe tool and I'll just break up the loose carbon, so it doesn't give you that taste. And when you burn it, it's a little tasting cleaner.
Right.
Yeah. That's the pipe smoker in me. Yes, the tobacco pipe smoker in me. But you guys are here for a different reasoning, and not that I'm going to learn, but I want to hear your stuff on that whole thing. I've done it before, yes. Not on camera here.
Oh, dude. Thomas, man, I love you, brother. You're
My
cool as
favorite,
hell. I'm glad you're
my
here,
favorite
bro.
of all time. If we're gonna talk about marijuana quickly,
Yeah,
my
please.
favorite of all time
Good
was the
day.
bubblegum Kush, and I rated that 11 out of 10. That was my favorite for how it affects my body. I like that one the best. I don't like the
Very
straight
nice.
I don't like the straight up to my brain. Not really. I like it when it feels just nicely hanging out. I can hang out with a little bit more body than just. I feel more drunk in my brain when it's just all. What is that? Sativa rather than indica. I don't know which one's which.
Probably,
I like the body one other than the high of the head.
yeah. You want more of an indica couch locky, where you're kind of relaxed and chilling
Veg.
instead of vegging instead of like freaking going crazy nuts.
The kind where I can listen
Feeling.
to Pantera and be like, "This is the best band ever, bro."
Well, that's
That's a
good
hybrid.
shit.
Yeah, do a 50-50 indica sativa, and you'll be feeling swill.
I don't know
mean,
what I don't know
perfect.
what it is specifically, but the thing that was called Bubblegum Kush ended up liking
Bubblegum's
that
great, dude.
pretty good.
That's a great strain, dude. It's a moderately older strain, but it's not so much older. You know what I mean? There's so many new strains that have come out that I'm not even on top of it. You know, I'm like the last time I fucking
Yeah.
bought any seeds was like when the old school, like fucking white rhino, like now, you get black rhino and you get like, actually right now I'm growing a black rhino, which is really nice. Holy shit. It's fucking amazing. And Hawaiian cherry, Hawaiian punch or something like that. Oh my God, dude. I got to show you the garden, dude. It's fucking
What is
beautiful.
it in Massachusetts? We can have
It's beautiful.
you can have
I have
6
to
to
go
8 or something like
take
that.
a.
Maybe plants per singular person. What is it in like a family? You can
Trump through the
grow 12
garden
plants
sounds
yourself.
good.
I think you can grow 12 plants yourself
Can't do
in a
it.
family
I
setting
wish I
here in
could.
Massachusetts. When you're in Massachusetts, I think it's 6 to 8 for one person. A family can do like 12 or don't quote me on that, but I think it's around that. I think.
Recreationally or
Yeah,
medically?
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, we're
Okay.
talking about Massachusetts 2 years ago? I forget. It was during Obama's administration where that became legal here in Massachusetts for recreational purposes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not opposed
Right.
to that. It almost affects me the same way it probably affects, well, I
It
don't know.
slows
It's
me
different
down.
when you're drunk than when you're high. I think I would not rather drive either way. No. I would not rather drive high
Yeah.
than no.
I mean, I
You get
wouldn't say go drive after you smoke pot, but I mean, I'm more directive when I do smoke. So it's like, if I was to see something, I'd be like, oh, yeah, no, you want to turn right. No, you want to do this. No, you want to do it. I'm just
right.
that way. But I wouldn't say, hey, go do it, because you're under
Yeah.
the obstruction of some other fucking drug. So you kind of have to obey the laws. And
I would say alcohol. I don't want to say this live, but I will anyways. Screw it, whatever. Alcohol, I would drive faster. Marijuana, I would drive really slow. And somebody will be like, "You need to drive
Right.
faster." So then they go from 30 to 70, and my buddy will go, "Dude," I'm like, "You told me to drive faster. Pick which one you want."
Yeah. No, it does make you worry about like your speed. It's kind of like when I did coke and stuff like that back in the day,
I know
and
people have done it.
oh yeah, I mean, I know what this is live, but I'm just saying I've done stuff like that, and it's not like I'm doing it right now and showing people that
Right.
I've done it right now. This is a historical fucking thought.
Yeah.
In the past, I've done it, and it's fucking crazy. It gives me anxiety. So does pot sometimes, but
Yeah.
it all
Yeah.
it really
I'm
depends
more
on the
anxiety. I
strain,
have
though.
more well, I have the same level of anxiety where if I drink too much alcohol or say I smoke too much marijuana, if I were in that position, right? I have the same amount of anxiety where I go, "Oh my God, I'm somewhere and it's not my home." But I realize in the back of my brain, this is not good. I have to get home. How do I wait? Well, how do I? What, I got to go home. And luckily, the people that I would associate with on a regular basis would be noble enough to be like, you know what? That's a stupid idea. You having that thought. I got to get home. No, you don't have to get home.
Yeah, no, stop where you're at and think a bit. Yeah,
That's one, the number one that drives me up the wall if I've had too much outside my house or home. It's like I gotta get home somehow. Luckily, if I go to a local metal concert or like I go an hour away to a really good venue that has good metal, hopefully I'm not somewhere where I drove everybody and then it's like, oh, now I gotta get home. It happened once. Didn't end up very well. I beat that court case, but I don't want to talk about that. But it was
dude. Yeah.
Literal. I'll just be honest with you on this one. Literally, the way that the police did their thing, it was they stopped me at 12 a.m. They stopped me at 12 a.m. and then their police log said. Then I got to the police station at 12 p.m. 12 hours later, and then they tested me for alcohol. 12 hours later on paper is not the way you test somebody properly.
No, it should be right then and there.
It was. I felt pretty good enough to have a conversation with you know who and then do the you know what. And then they brought me to you know where, and then they gave me the test. I was like, I'm perfectly good, and I was 2.0 over. And then I had to get a buddy of mine from an old band to take me out of you know where. But at the end of the day, I didn't even realize it that way. It was they screwed up AMs and PMs on their little write up. They literally screwed up. So then the lawyer was part of it. The lawyer was part of it with so it was 12 hours later you tested somebody on paper? That's not right. And the other one was, so you said my client smelled of an odorless, colorless drug. You realize that alcohol doesn't smell like anything. So are you inquiring that my client smelled of some type of a beverage?
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, you have bloodshot eyes. You found out from my client that he wears contacts, and he was up until whatever, he got up at whatever hour of the day, which would have been 5:30 and then I went to I literally went to a concert until 12 hours later, and they could have looked at a ticket stub on the passenger side seat, and they didn't do that either to prove that I actually was up for that amount of time. But
jeez,
that is shit you should not ever just get yourself into, period, no matter how you got out of a legal case, right?
Right. Haven't even paid for a fucking lawyer. I mean, they're guys so crooks.
That was $5,600 or whatever it was. One time throughout the entire case in the local county, they didn't charge any more or less, and luckily there was no legal or hourly fee.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy couldn't even show up to the court case, so he went, "Oh, I got a buddy of mine that I deal with all the time." And then and then his legal buddy goes, "Oh, that judge? I get coffee with him every morning." I'm like, "Oh, wow, that is perfect."
Yeah.
It's like I've seen him at the coffee shop every day.
I drink my beer, and I'm gonna go to the store and get another one tomorrow.
And literally as the state of Massachusetts, and like literally as the state of Massachusetts is doing their little thing in court against me. The lawyer that I have is saying his piece or whatever, and then they're doing the what do they call it, the ending statements or whatever it was. And my lawyer, the guy that I had with me, gave me this little sticky note. It just passed me a sticky note, and it said the judge isn't even listening to them. I'm like, holy crap. He's like, yeah, you just do this little driver safety course. Or the highway safety course for 8 hours one day, and then you're good. I'm like, wow,
that's crazy.
That was in Worcester County, Massachusetts.
Got some juice there, bud.
Yeah, you don't want to tempt fate ever again after that one.
Damn.
That was February 17th, 2017 or 19. Yeah, you don't want to do that ever again. No.
Dude, I beat 3 DUIs in my driveway. Because there's a roundabout right where I turn into my neighborhood. And they want to light me up. But within my rights and within their safety, I am allowed to move within a certain amount of feet. So I park in my driveway, and I'm like, "Hey, let's talk."
Yeah, I've heard of stories
I
where
remember
you
not
can even
getting
be
my
you
ID
can
back from them.
you can be.
and
Well,
not
I'm
going
not
to
saying that's
jail.
not how it works for a miscellaneous. I'm not saying anything against you there. However, I've heard stories about even if you're parked on the sidewalk, like by a friend's house, your own house, wherever
Well,
it
no,
is,
you
you're
can
on
get
the
a
sidewalk, and
PI,
the
a public
car's not on. The
intoxication.
car's not on. You're in the driver's seat. You have it reclined, and
You're not allowed to have
your
the
keys.
keys accessible. They have to
Right.
be in the trunk or something like that
Yeah.
for you to be able to sleep in your
My
car
scenario
and
here
not
is
get a
the keys.
DUI. That is a
Yeah,
fact.
my scenario here would be that the keys are in your ignition, even though the car's not turned on. That's
Never
still not
had one.
that's not a great look. No. Even though you're not doing literally anything physically, that's still not a great look
B3
to
though.
them. Yeah, they treat it the same way, almost, pretty much.
What are you snacking on?
Are those the snap peas, wasabi ranch peas?
There you go.
I think he brought that once to some kind of food review on one of the YouTube shows.
Yeah.
You brought some peas once to something. I forget what it was. It could have been a wild card Alex thing, maybe. Or no, maybe it was like a snacks. Did we do snacks with Alex and you brought something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Your buddy there at the health food store has
Exactly
that, right?
what it was.
I remember something like that with snacks.
Yeah. My wife works at a health food store. Yeah, I got these over there. So that was on. It had to have been on Alex's.
Oh, your buddy does the craft beer store.
Oh, yeah. Justin.
Justin Kobe.
Yep. Justin Kobe up the road. He does that, and then I've got some others I go to around the area as well. But yeah, he's one of my favorites. So he always he's easier to talk to because he's like kind of friendly. You know what I mean? Some of the others are kind of yeah. Some are snooty. You're like okay. So you're
we have a store. We have a store near me. I think it's a chain store throughout the United States. The craft beer Cellar.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
nice.
Like a bottle. It's a bottle shop throughout the United States, but it's a bottle shop for just craft beer. Like if you went to the craft beer Cellar, you're not buying. They do not have any of the macros, and they're not selling you the 30 packs of anything. You get beer,
30 packs,
ciders, and you can get a couple of different bottles of wine, but it's just beer and ciders, and that's it. It's a cool
no 40
kind of format, like when you hear like a Craig, like a Can't Beer reviews or something like that, where they say they found it at a bottle shop. I mean, like literally, the craft beer Cellar is what you would think of in America as the quote bottle shop. It's so small, it's just like that. Like if you went to a really high end like a wine shop, same kind of thing, but it's only beer.
Yeah, that's what I see. That nice, dude. Oh, Yinling, nice.
I've had that forever. The porter's all right. I don't mind it.
That's what when I was living in I was in Boone, North Carolina, right, for a while, in the Appalachian Mountains, by Appalachian State University, all that. Fun place, man. Grateful Dead, fucking through and through. Bunch of deadheads, bunch of hippies. Really cool fucking hippie town. Well, now it's different. It's like a lot of punk rock and shit like that. I was like, which is fine. I like that shit too. But so yeah, I like heavy metal and shit. But yeah, no. So yeah, what was the fuck? Oh yeah, no, they had a lot of good weed goes through there though. A lot of good weed, man. A lot of real good weed.
The music scene was pretty vibrant. In other words,
at the time, it was more hippie. It was more Grateful Dead-y, Fish, more jam bandy. But now you're getting a lot more of the Rush shit. You know what I mean? Like the Rush invasion, fucking hardcore.
Boom, you speak my language on some of
that.
Yeah. Oh, hardcore Rush.
Hardcore well, not Rush like as in the band Rush, but like kind of just that more of
the rush of.
just a more expressive craziness. You know what I mean? Which is cool though.
Is that
And
where the Dave Matthews Band was based out of, in somewhere in the Carolinas? Yeah.
kind. Well, they were more New Orleans. They were more. I think they were more. I
Was it
want
the
to
Charlotte
say.
area?
Yeah. Well, they could have been. They were Charlotte. Yeah. No,
Something like that.
South Carolina. Yeah, they were South Carolina or Charlotte, something like that. Yeah.
It's a nice head retention.
Yeah, it was nice.
What I mean, yeah. I don't want
But
to.
that was what went through at the time. And then all of a sudden, like there was this adrenaline rush of like MMA fighting and hardcore music, and like Metallica started turning into this like it was like then you get like then you get like the you get like what's that person that like dresses all crazy like Frankenstein and
Manson.
Oh, you're talking about
Marilyn Manson and.
Oh, you're not talking about. I was going to say you're talking about the band.
He's got
Misfits
a couple
or something
good
like
songs. I mean,
there's
the
good
Tainted
songs
Love
Marilyn
cover
Manson.
is a good one, in my opinion.
I've seen him a couple of times on the Ozfest.
I like
First
the
time
music.
in
Don't get me
2001.
wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Not
he was
all
great.
of it. The Beautiful People. I mean,
Yeah,
He literally stuck microphone
I'm not
stands
a
up
one
girls'
trick
asses
pony.
live. I'm like,
Oh, no
holy,
shit.
where was that microphone stand going? No, that was that was 2001. That was still when he was like the biggest thing on earth for the kind of music that he was playing. I mean, he was on the main stage of Ozfest. That was the first year I ever saw the band Slipknot, and you know, I don't know. It could have just been the time period, right? For me, that was like the loudest band to that point I ever seen live, and then it was Motorhead.
Right now, when you said Slipknot, dude, she's all, and she walked
Motorhead.
away.
After that, I saw Motorhead on 2009 or 10 Mayhem Fest, and I was 4 rows from the stage. My brother was with me. He forgot to wear his earplugs. At the end of the show, he's going to grab earplugs like it literally felt like he had earplugs in his ear. He's going, holy shit, I don't have earplugs. Motorhead was. I've seen AC/DC twice at Gillette Stadium here in Massachusetts. And Rush a couple of times, and Metallica. Those are probably like the top tier shows that I've seen. But probably literally like Motorhead, bar none, was probably the coolest show ever. And it was on a heavy metal festival that toured around just like Ozfest.
Awesome.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, Motorhead is like the shit. I saw some videos from the Lemmy Kilmister funeral earlier this afternoon. Some of that, I mean, like these people you idolize, sometimes these people are like the coolest people you get to meet, and they're like, yo, what's up? Let's have a shot of Jack. Cheers. And want to talk about music? Let's do it. I'm like, that was Dave Grohl's assessment of Lemmy. I'm like, wow, that's fucking awesome.
So,
here we go, dude. Share the screen, dude. Share the audio. I'm gonna fucking.
We'll have to hear from Miscellaneous in a little bit.
Oh shit! Did you want? What you got? Hey, Miscellaneous, what did you say?
No,
Were you gonna say something? I don't know. You sound like you were gonna say, "Wait a minute."
No, you're good.
He's good. Show us what you want.
Okay.
No, I was gonna ask you, what'd you think about that De La Roca hopping on that trending song the other week?
I haven't seen that.
It was
I'm gonna look that up.
I don't know. It's a weird song, man. It's like pushes
some boundaries.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Not in a bad way, but I mean, I'm not those people.
I don't want to go to a Bruce Springsteen concert where 45 minutes is not the band playing and just hearing Bruce Springsteen's
political opinion. I heard he's a dick.
But at least Rage Against the Machine is like doing it all in a song for the whole concert.
He had like one in the. Oh my god. No.
That's the way it should be if you have to do it. Just play the music. Don't tell me it in the music. Don't tell me it in your.
Put it in the back link and.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
They just grew
wait.
Still can't show it here.
Wait.
If your man takes it down, you certainly can show it.
Wait.
No.
If you're not in fear of the FCC banning you.
Live.
Quick shot of it.
No, I can't. That's not my computer.
Oh, wait.
Oh my, yes. That's Lenny right there playing the bass and singing.
Careful, bro.
After 30 seconds.
Just call it the Fair Use Act. You know,
Right.
you're showing it under the Fair Use Act.
It's
You'll be
30
all right.
seconds, man. After 30 seconds, man. Screw it.
Lemmy is one of my musical. Lemmy is one of my musical heroes. But for me, the two musical heroes that I have, we were going to do a thing about music, and I still want to do that at some point. For me, my two musical heroes would be on drums, Neil Peart, and on guitar, Eric Clapton, bar none.
Nice,
On
dude.
those two guys.
No,
They're the
the
biggest
best drummer
influences
that
on
I
my
know is
life.
offhand.
Nice.
And then just musically
The
in general,
one-armed
it
drummer
probably is
from
Metallica.
Def Leppard.
Yeah, well,
Metallica.
Def Leppard is really when you
just the drummer.
Yeah, when you get rid of the fluff and like the commercialized aspect to Def Leppard,
When he has
you're gonna
one
find some good
arm
shit from
and he
Def Leppard.
rips
You really are. Yeah, he figured out the way to do it, and he presented it to the band. His name is Rick Allen. He presented it to the band on how he figured out how
I know
to
what I'm
use
talking
the
about,
pedals,
man.
how to use the snare drum, and they didn't really feel it at first. But then when he actually did it with the band and practiced it with the band, they're like, this actually can work. Holy crap! He proved that he wants to still do it, and he didn't want to leave that band. I think this was right after in history where that accident would have happened with
his
his arm.
drum set. You can watch him do like epic drum solos and shit. After he's only got the one arm.
I saw them once. It was a Cheap Trick and Poison tour, and Def Leppard opened. It was good. Actually, it was really good.
All right, so I can give it.
I don't know. I'm the guy behind the drum set when I play with my band Bloodforge, and everybody ends up noticing it. Like when I mentally when I decide everything around me sounds really really good and everything's awesome, I start to like grin and smile, and everyone at the end of the show when I'm packing up and I'm done packing up will look at me like, why were you smiling the whole time? I'm like, it just sounded good. I like when everything is working on stage, I can't help it but smile and be like really into it and happy. Like, this is what I want to do, for God's sakes.
Bro, you have
I love
a
playing
red
music.
dot
I
on
wanna
your
do it.
face.
I know. It's something from one of these lights over here.
All right, so listen, man. This is what enthralls the shit.
That thing and that thing.
This is what gets me the most right here. Is this right? This is my love, my life. This is what I've always loved, and I'm gonna.
Oh no! Yeah. We talked about them before with you and I. We should do it more extensively on our musical show if we want to do one.
82, Casey Jones.
We should do a Grateful Dead backstage.
Harry's wearing the red shirt.
I don't know a lot about Grateful Dead, but I can. I don't know about a lot about Grateful Dead, but I can explain it to you in my musical terminologies, I guess. As a musician, I can explain it to them why they were kind of great with what they did.
This is sketchy.
Yeah, fucking love Jerry, dude.
I that's my favorite musician of the year 2000.
Oh my god, dude, I gotta stop, dude. I'll get in trouble.
I can't
we gotta do that. We got to do that show sometime this week or over the weekend.
Hey, man, I can end this right now. And we can play that right now because that's fucking beautiful.
You do it.
You have to leave. But no, seriously, I have to fucking seriously.
My favorite Grateful Dead song is "So Many Roads."
Cheers, y'all. Nobody's here. Love y'all. It's all good.
I still want a garden.
What did you say? What did you say?
Oh, my favorite Grateful Dead song is "So Many Roads."
Oh, that's a great song, dude.
My favorite one.
Very, very good song.